Rock-influenced country style, Derek Andrew, next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
As I sit here, I look down at this once great city. Its past riddled with manipulation, deception, and lies. If you weren't so blinded by your own obsession, you'd see the true villain. The mirror doesn't lie. Take a good look, and you'll see everything you truly detest. The future uncertain with the exception of one small detail. I am here to stay. No matter what you throw at me, no matter what you do to me, I'll keep coming, and I'll keep coming. I am the Dork Knight.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black back in 1970. What didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. Dude, I finally just had to turn your mic down.
You just turned my microphone off.
I did.
I'm going to have to turn it back on now because...
Yeah, man, I don't know. And I got it. You
turned it off because I was goofing around. Just let me be happy.
Well, I want you to be happy.
We weren't even on the air.
No, that's fine. I want you to be happy, but it was distracting. And I was pushing buttons and doing engineering
We weren't
stuff.
even on the air.
So, I mean, but you can still, goof around.
Good Lord.
It's just not in my ear. You know?
Well, what's the fun in that?
What? It's fun.
We can't hear your cell phone.
It's fun. I mean, Abby's chilling out with us, you know. She was having fun with it. She can be your audience, right?
I'm not appreciated anymore.
You're very appreciated. You're very much appreciated. Very much. So, Batman versus Superman, are you, nervous about seeing it?
Oh, my goodness, I'm so nervous because people are saying that it's not so good. And at first I was nervous because it's it's a DC movie. But then I was like, oh wow, these trailers look so freaking cool. I'm not scared anymore. And then all these rumors come out. And now I'm freaking scared. And I was listening to the Glenn Beck program. And he was like, a lot of people are saying it's not good. And I mean, if Glenn Beck says it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good. I hope it is. I mean, we're going to see it early. We're going to see it tonight instead of opening night.
I wonder how many people will be there.
I hope nobody knows.
No one knows. Nobody knew about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Which I don't know why more people don't take advantage of that. Because, I mean, movies open on Friday and they're crazy busy. But sometimes they come out on Thursday. They just don't publicize it. You just have to look for the tickets. So that's what we're doing tonight.
That's what we're doing.
Hoping to miss the crowd, see it early, and then we'll know if it's good or not. But I've been waiting for this for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really want it to be good.
I don't like that Superman and Batman are fighting though. That's the only thing. I don't like that Captain America.
That's what we're waiting for though.
I know,
that's what the movie is.
Yeah, but I know. I'm excited about the movie. I just don't want good fighting good. It should be good versus evil. Abby.
It's cool. I mean, that's just now Captain America, the Civil War thing. That's a different story. That's going to be a little. I don't know. But, I mean, people have been waiting for Batman versus Superman for a long time.
I just hope that they end up getting along at the end of the movie.
Well, you know they will.
I hope so.
You know they will.
They'll
end up
come
fighting
together and fight a common enemy.
Yeah, that's an understood, I think.
I hope. I mean, you don't know. You don't know because there's so many plot twists. So you never know.
Yeah, I doubt they'll, I mean, they're always going to be a little uncomfortable around each other.
Because, I mean, in Captain America, there's always been that tension between him and Iron Man.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not really a surprise.
I love the last one. Watch your mouth. And then they kept like going back to that.
Language. Yes,
language, that's what it was. Language, yeah. And they kept going back to it through the whole movie. That was funny. Okay, so we got Derek Andrew on the show today. And we actually had a chance to meet Derek at the photo shoot. He's Craig's buddy. Came with Craig. Mm-hmm. So we finally got him on the show. It's been like a couple of months.
Yeah. Wow, time flies. For real.
It does. It really, really does. So I'm saying CMA Fest will be here before you know it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, it's actually not that far away.
Mm-hmm. But we've got a couple of songs we're going to play of Derek. So when we come back, we'll talk a little bit. We'll play some music and have some fun.
I love fun.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Did you ever think you could afford an interior designer?
No, way too expensive. Besides, I've got style.
If you had style, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Ouch. Interior designers are for rich people.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Aquarium? Is that like for some crazy flower fish?
No, Magnolia Emporium. Randy's clients range from nurses and teachers to musicians, actors, and even some royalty thrown in there.
Oh, I'd be on the royalty side.
You really don't have any swag, do you?
No, I don't.
That's where Randy comes in. He listens to exactly what you want, whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Okay, if you mean he can read my mind, there's lots of things I don't want Randy to know.
No, he has a great feel for what he does.
Okay, where can I find Magnolia Emporium?
Just go to magnoliaemporium.com.
We want your space to reflect your success.
4 days out of the year, June 9th through the 12th, talented dorks of the world meet under one roof at B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, Tennessee. After 3 days of interviews, the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, will bring you the WABA Awards 2016.
2 full hours of laughs, tears, triumph, and loss. Many of your favorite artists will be performing live.
This entire event is free to the public.
Everyone is encouraged to show up live and in person and listen to each live broadcast.
Feel free to get a picture on the red carpet with your favorite artist. You are all invited free of charge to the WABA Awards too. Remember, the event will not cost anyone a dime, but we are encouraged to buy food and drinks at B.B. King's, and don't forget to tip your server.
Some lucky listeners will win free food vouchers while attending the awards ceremony. Some will even get a sweet treat from Hey Sugar Shop and leave smitten. Keep checking this page along with Facebook for the most current details.
We want to thank everybody for taking the rocky road to working on being awesome with us. June 12th, 2016, a handful of the world's most talented will walk away with a WABA Award.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. So that's loud. Are you team Batman or Superman, Allie?
Batman.
Yeah. What about you, Derek?
You know, I'd have to say Batman also.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there are more Batman people than Superman, just because he's more like the underdog, I guess.
Yeah, and I think because of his voice the last time.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to kill, you know. So
yeah, he sounds cool.
No,
I've always liked Batman better anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Now, but if I broke it down and like I could make it really hard, I could be like, okay, Michael Keaton's Batman or Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know, I could do stuff like that.
You know,
Right.
Superman
And
has
people-
never really been one of my favorites, so it's always going to be Batman.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
never had the comic
idea
books.
of Batman.
I never really got the Superman, but I did have Batman comic books and Spider-Man and Captain America. Those were mine.
I feel like Superman is too OP,
He's too like
overpowering.
yeah, he's got everything. It's like his
Right.
only weakness is kryptonite. And where the hell are you going to get that?
Right?
Right. That's my thing, is that
You can't buy it
Batman,
at
I mean,
Walmart.
he's just got like the suit, you know, and his
Yeah.
fun little gadgets. I mean, Superman's he's kind of superpowers. So
Right, right. So are you kind of like Batman?
I am, personally.
Yeah,
So-
well, you kind of are, because I mean, I've been reading up on you a little bit. Now you're an EMT, is that right?
I am. I'm a paramedic here in Georgia.
Yeah. So you're a paramedic by day and then a musician by night.
Depending on what night. Yeah. So we, I've been doing that for about 10 years now. And, we work 24 on and 48 off, just like firefighters. But, with most of other public safety, we've usually got 2 or 3 jobs. So it's kind of difficult to work the music schedule in, but I seem to make it work okay.
Sure.
So.
I guess you do it when you can, huh?
I'm sorry.
I guess you just do it when you can.
You do, and sometimes, a lot of times, people on my Facebook page and stuff will see me while I'm at work because, I seem to be more there sometimes than I am even at home. So,
Gotcha. Now, how difficult is that? Because I've got to talk about that a little bit because it's a pretty big part of your life. I mean, being the EMT and being on call like that and seeing the things that you see. I mean, do you get kind of callous to it, or is it something you ever get used to?
I wouldn't say you really get used to it. It's not something that anybody should ever have to get used to.
Sure.
You just have to learn how to deal with it, however you learn to deal with things most appropriate for you, I guess, if you will. So we, a lot of times we cut up, we make a lot of jokes, we laugh about things, we laugh stuff off, but, you don't ever really get used to any of it, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's rewarding at times, but sometimes it's really difficult. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you that I've had some rough calls, over the past 10 years. So
yeah. And it's cool that you being an artist, you're also an EMT. So I know you have a heart.
Yeah, it's
it's still you still have one left after seeing the things that you've seen, and it takes a special person, I know, to do that. I don't think I could.
I couldn't.
I really don't.
That's what I always said, and I didn't grow up dreaming of becoming one, and it's something that I kind of went out on a whim and decided I'd try it, and I wanted to be a firefighter and all this stuff, and I got into the medical end of it, and I was like, man, I really like learning the medical end of the body and how to treat people, and it ultimately came to something that, I found enjoy more of my time studying about it and learning about it. So I decided I'd take a run at it, and here I am 10 years later. So,
cool. Well, I appreciate what you do. I mean,
thank
that
you.
That and the whole the singing thing.
It's boss.
Yeah,
it's badass, really.
I'm a badass. I mean, I try to.
You're a badass boss.
Nobody listens, but I tell people every day I'm a badass. So
I feel your pain.
So how often do you get to get away from your job and actually perform and go and sing places?
Luckily for me, my boss is really lenient with me. He really appreciates the music end. He loves music also. So if I have something that comes up that's really pressing on the music end of it, he'll let me kind of take some time and go do it. But with my schedule, 2 days, 1 day on, 2 days off, I try to schedule everything in between that so I can still go to work. And so it's not really a set time or anything that I've got. I just try to schedule everything out the way that I feel like it should. So
right.
It's nothing that it's nothing. Neither one of them are going to put one of them out, if that makes any sense. So I try to have time for both.
Now, how often do you end up in Nashville?
I try to be up in Nashville 3 to 4. So roughly go up and write and try to do some songwriters rounds, and I haven't been up in a couple of weeks now, probably since the last time I seen you guys.
Oh, so it's been a good minute then. Yeah,
it's been a little bit, but I'm going to try to start getting back up here within the next couple of weeks or so, start writing some more. I've got a writers round coming up there soon, so I'll be back up here within the next couple of weeks. Now,
I believe you were nominated for a couple of awards, right? In the WABA Awards?
Go ahead.
In the WABA Awards, I think you were nominated, right? For a couple.
Yeah, I think so. I think some of my people got on there.
Listen live on the Chris Tom.
Hang on just a second. I just screwed up.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I just clicked on the site and then that automatically played.
Bam.
But yeah, I mean, you're up for a couple of nominations. I can't remember what they were because there's so many right now.
Well, I think Badass was one of them.
Top Badass. Derek Andrews.
No, I think maybe Song, and I think my sister nominated me for like Nerd or something. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. That's the coveted Dork Award.
Yes.
Dork, yeah, that was it. Definitely a coveted Nerd. So leave it up to her.
She knows.
She does know.
Right. She knows you better than anybody.
So
I would love for you to come
awesome,
out.
Man. I appreciate my guys going on there and doing that. So
yeah. I mean, you just got people that love you, That's what it boils down to. Yeah. So are you going to be able to make it out during CMA Fest, or are you? What are you thinking?
I am. I'm going to be up. Hopefully, I don't know for sure that I'll be up all 4 days, but my plan as of right now is to be up all 4 days throughout the fest and hopefully get some shows in and some fun stuff.
You got to be there at the award ceremony because you never know.
Right. Got to show up for that one. So regardless,
That is going to be so much fun.
It is going to be fun.
It is. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and plus it's good networking and you get to meet a lot of cool people.
Amen.
Absolutely. Are you going to hang out with Craig while you're in town?
Yeah. I always end up hanging out with Craig. Craig's a buddy of mine.
Is that like a last resort? Like if there's nobody else to hang out with?
Right. Yeah. If I have nothing else to do, I'll call Craig. He's usually not busy, because nobody wants to hang. No, he's actually a really busy dude here.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing a lot of projects with the production and songwriting and stuff. So I always try to squeeze in a little bit of time for him and Jay, and so I think that those guys are going to go really far. So.
Oh yeah. And Craig's just a good guy too.
He is. He is. He goes out of his way to make sure everybody else is where they need to be. So he's helped me out a ton in my career.
I'm glad he brought you along that night.
I am too. He said, "Hey, I've got this awesome dude I'm fixing to go see at BB King's, and if you want to come, I mean, you can be there. But if not, then you're pretty much going to be the only one that's not cool in Nashville." So I was like, "I'll be there."
Oh, that's great. But no, we felt real special because you guys put on like a little private show for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That was so cool.
Yeah, we had to redeem ourselves.
Yeah, like down there in the basement of BB King's.
That was awesome.
I felt special.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, I had an awesome time doing that, and I'm just glad that I had the opportunity. So thank you guys for letting us come in.
Oh man, it was fun.
Kind of sing for y'all. So.
and those pictures should still be coming out. I know that they're being worked on, so we should be seeing some pictures come out. I would guess sometime this month, or next month for sure. But I just know
she seems like she's pretty busy, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I've not been worried about it too much.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see him too. I'm not very patient. I just want to see.
Right?
Like, what?
Kind of ADD when it comes to that stuff.
You never know.
I don't really want to tell you what to do, but you need to hurry up.
Right, just come on. I know we're not paying you a dime for this, but just hurry up, would you?
Right. Yeah,
but
this is all on your time, but let's go.
You might have a cool album cover in there somewhere.
Hey, I'll use it.
Yeah.
I'm all about using free art. I mean, somebody else's art. So no.
You could like give me some some notoriety. What am I looking for?
That word.
Yes, whatever it is. Notoriety?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Just put my name on the album.
Yeah.
Now we've got Helen in the chat. We've also got Joyce in here. She says, "Love this, Derek. Awesome interview. Hi there. Love the interview."
Y'all.
So people are absolutely in love with you.
I would say we got fans, but they're really here.
They're here for Derek.
Yeah.
Jim Quinton is here as well, and we've got JP in the chat from Canada. So you've got people all over the place listening.
Oh yeah.
And since we've got everybody here, why don't we go ahead and play a song?
Let's do it.
Play one.
Yes, and what I've done was I put these in order of my least favorite to my favorite.
Okay.
And not to say I don't like them all, because I do. If I didn't like them, I'd be like, yeah, we're only going to go with 2 today, Derek.
Right.
Sorry. But no, I like them all. And I'm not going to tell you what order they're in. I'm just going to tell you which one I'm going to play now.
Okay.
Okay. So this one's called Say Goodbye. And where did this one come from? Did you write this or co-write it or what?
We did. Craig and I and Jay co-wrote this song. We wanted to take a step out of the box, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we wrote the slower song is just to say that if you hear something, you can't say, "Oh, well, that's Derek," and I didn't want to be pigeonholed into something. So
sure.
I decided that I'd go to Craig and try to do something slower, kind of from the heart, kind of one of those feeler songs. And within probably, I'd say 15 minutes or so, we had this thing pretty much hammered out. So it was one of those things that...
Dude, you'd make me so jealous. You get in there and write a great song in 15 minutes and it's done.
Craig was really on this one. So I always, whenever we do it live, I always say, that I went to Craig, and about 3 minutes later, Craig had the whole thing written. And I was like, Craig, is there something that you need to tell somebody? And we laugh about it, but... It was a fun song to do, and we had a really good time with it. So I love the song.
All right, this was called "Say Goodbye," Derek Andrew, right here on the Chris Stop program.
keep my ring in my coat pocket. I used to show it off so proud. And it's been years since she wore that locket, the one I gave her with a vow. Some nights I still wanna hold her, but not enough to live a lie. And all this silence screams we're over. There's more than one way to say goodbye. She reads her mama's Bible, but I don't think she prays for us. What once was love is now survival. There's nothing growing in this dust. I still wanna hold her, but not enough to live a lie. And all this silence screams we're over. There's more than one way to say goodbye. What we had, and I could tell her I still love her, but these days I can't even make her cry. And all this silence screams it's over.
See, that is so cool because it's not like your typical slow kind of ballad song. It's almost a little bit haunting, but not like in Titanic haunting. It's like different.
Yeah, really I mean, I'm not standing on the front of the ship or anything.
No.
But
no.
I'm close to it.
But no, that's
like,
great.
It's like walking through a foggy forest.
What are you talking about?
You know, like at night where it's all foggy
stop,
and
like
steamy.
doing the drugs. You gotta stop.
I'm not doing no drugs, bro.
All right, because Derek's going to show up at our house. You have to pump your stomach.
I'm gonna tell you what. If I were walking through a steamy forest while that song was playing, I'd turn back around and go back the other way.
No, it'd be nostalgic.
Now, okay, so if somebody wants to find out more about you, like say if I want to stalk you a little bit, maybe buy some of your songs, where do I find you at?
If you want to buy some of the music, first thing, I tell people is go to iTunes. You can find my entire album there. You can buy individual tracks there and just search Derek Andrew. You can find it on my Facebook page, Derek Andrew on Facebook. Just search that. There it is. And my website, derekandrewmusic.com. And you can find all of my music there also. And I got some T-shirts and some stickers and all kinds of fun stuff, man.
Ooh.
So we can
T-shirts and
support
stickers?
our Derek Andrews swag.
T-shirts and
I love it.
stickers.
Yeah, you got some bling?
I got some bling. I mean, it's not like bling, but it's kind of blinging. Like it's blinging for me.
Yeah.
So.
It's blinging.
Okay, now Allie, how
Hashtag
important is it that people actually go and buy Derek's music? I mean, why can't they just steal it? I don't understand.
Because stealing is wrong.
Okay.
You know?
Well,
okay.
Because like if if they steal this music, then the artist doesn't have the opportunity to earn it, obviously.
Sure.
So it's like they keep pumping out music, and then the fans just take it without giving anything back. That's bad.
Right.
Because they need money to make more stuff.
Oh.
So if you want to hear their
They don't just
music,
have a never-ending supply of money.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
Okay.
So
I give it away sometimes.
Right. Okay, let her finish.
I mean, what a lot of people have
let her
a hard
finish her
time
thing real
or
quick.
don't understand, I guess, sometimes. is
Derek,
that-
Derek, let her finish her thing
I'm
real
about
quick.
to get real up in this
Okay,
building.
let her finish, then we'll go back. Okay, go ahead.
About to get real up
Okay.
in here.
Okay, go ahead, Allie.
Preach.
Buy the music.
Okay.
So that the artist can make more music for your listening pleasure.
Right.
And furthermore, if I catch you stealing this music,
Yep.
you know what I'm going to do for you?
What?
I will hunt you down!
Oh, that's why we moved into a house instead of an apartment.
Because the cops don't get called every time.
Yeah, they got called every time she did that. We got arrested once, but yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but you do give some of your stuff away, and I get that.
I do.
I get that because you got to do what you got to do sometimes to get it out there.
You do, and the I give it away for people who come and like my music page and who are like, well, why should I like your music page anyway? Well, here, check it out. This is why. And so, but yeah, I mean, and buying my music just helps me make more. I mean, it's as simple as it gets,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
And I appreciate it, obviously.
Absolutely. Now, Joyce and Helen love you. Helen says it's a haunting song, for sure. And I guess we were talking about.
Are these fangirls? Are they smitten?
Well, Helen is mom.
Aw, hey mom.
Aww.
And Joyce is on my page a lot. So,
Okay.
Hey Joyce, hey mom.
So I don't guess I have to ask this really, but I mean, your mom's really supportive of what you do.
She is, mom and dad both, yeah. So and they have been, pretty much for the entirety of my career, which is even stemming back when I was young and starting to learn to play music. So they've always been there to try to encourage me and help me and kind of give me motivation and guidance and stuff along the way. So.
Well, they got to be proud of you. I mean, because you're pursuing your dream and you're also providing this great service to for your community by doing what you do with the EMT stuff. So I mean, I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
That's all you ever really want to do is just make somebody proud of you. So regardless if it's mom or dad or not, but yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. Okay, now, before we get too sappy, let's move on.
Sappy.
We've got All This Time is my next pick. Now, this one, did you write this with Craig, too, or did you write this one by yourself?
We did.
Okay.
Craig and Jay and I wrote this one also.
Okay, so what's it about?
This song was going to be, it was the very first song that we ever put out. It was back in June. And this was kind of my breakout tune. This got me to where I'm at today. It was kind of my feel. I grew up in traditional country music, but shortly after, as I started getting to my teenage years, alternative rock was the thing to go to. And so I fell in love with that alt rock sound. And so I'm kind of in between both of those. And so I wanted to kind of give both of those aspects who I am into a song, and so this is where All This Time came from. So that's kind of the good grungy feel to it, but also the dobros and the kind of the story behind that song itself.
Yeah, this one's cool, man. I had a hard time picking between this one and the last one that I picked, so as my favorite. But this one fell just a little bit short of the other one. But I mean, it's a great tune. I would definitely have this on my iPod for sure. All This Time, Derek Andrew, Chris Top Program.
Right girl, wrong time, but you never ever left my mind. Maybe tonight's gonna be the night. You left him, I left her. Maybe, baby, we can fix the hurt. Got a second chance for love at first sight. Yeah! All this time, always knew you, never knew you were the one. You feel so right. Been feeling like the moon, always chasing down the sun. never said what I should have said, but we were young and I was dumb. But you and I, we grew up, and you're still the girl I love. All I wanna see when I wake up. Chasing down the sun. I always knew you never knew you were the one. Yeah! Yeah! Time I always knew you never knew you were the one. I'm yours, baby, you're mine. Feeling like the moon, always chasing down the sun. All this time I always knew you never knew you were the one. You chasing down the sun. And I always knew you never knew you were the one. Yeah! Yeah!
I gotta say, Derek, that is pretty badass. I mean, it's just,
yeah, I mean,
it's like a new level of badassery is what it is.
Right.
It's pretty damn badass.
Yeah. So I mean, do girls come up to you after you sing something like that and they're like, "Oh man, Derek, I love you.
Here's my number."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I mean, that's all that ever happens.
Yeah, I know. That you sing that, and then they find out you're an EMT, and they're like,
oh damn.
Yeah, totally in love.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost never happened.
Now, are you in a relationship at all? Or?
I am. I am married, working on 10 years this year.
10 years.
10 years. I got a 6-year-old little girl. Yeah.
Wow. Now, does your little girl, does she play too?
She just got a guitar for Christmas and she loves it. So she sits down when we play, and she's learning. It's a slow go because she loves dancing, but she loves music and the art. So I think she'll do something with it regardless.
Oh, well, that's good. And your wife's very supportive.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. Sometimes more than I understand. Mm-hmm. But she really is. So
she might be like, "Yeah, go to Nashville. I need to get you out of the house for a couple of days."
Right. And she's like, "Well, I want to go." But then we realize that we have a 6-year-old and we've got school and responsibilities and we have to adult. So.
Right. Maybe she can come out to the CMA Fest, though.
Yeah, we're going to try to get her up.
I'd love to meet her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd love to meet you guys.
Got to meet the better half, right?
Yeah. Like the supportive half.
I do want to say hi to Jen that joined the chat. She said this is cool. And,
hey, Jen.
Yeah, she must be talking about Derek because we don't get cool called.
Yeah, we're not
you guys
cool. We're
are pretty
dorks.
cool. I mean,
hey, I appreciate it, but
we're dorks and proud of it too.
Right.
We get it. So, if you could have any superhero power, Derek. Now, this is an important question. I hope you put some thought into it. Okay. Because this could make or break our friendship. All right.
Just the interview's over if it's something.
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, it's like we're done.
Okay.
So what would you pick?
This is deep.
It is deep, man. It tells me so much about you.
Okay.
If
I had any superpower, what would it be?
Any superpower.
Buoyancy. No, I'm joking. Joking. I had to say that. Probably like with my profession and what I do and what I've been doing for the past 10 years, I would say like a superpower of like healing, like a healing touch. I
kind of thought you might go in that
I'm
direction.
just glad he didn't say freaking flying because everybody says flying. I'm getting sick of it.
I just want to fly, man, so I can get there quick.
I'd either say like
teleport.
a healing power or a healing, because I know what it's like,
Mm-hmm.
in that aspect, and I understand what it takes to make somebody better.
Yeah.
And so, like, the superpower would be awesome, like just to be able to touch somebody and be done with it, to
Right.
heal them. If it wasn't that, then it'd probably be like mind reading or something like that. That'd
Right.
be awesome.
But yeah, you would be like the most popular EMT in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they would have you on.
You'd be on call every day, every second.
Yeah, it'd be like 1 week off, 1 hour off, or 1 week on, one hour off kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, I think that'd be my superpower.
But that's cool. I mean, there's no greed in that. You want to help other people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
no.
my whole life story, I guess.
All right, now
Helping somebody else.
and that just means you had some good upbringing.
Yeah. Always
Makes
trying to help somebody else.
Now,
I can remember that all the way back.
if you had, I'm reading something here. Helen, I loved hearing your husband playing with Derek. Loved his smile too. Pass it on for me. And that's Joyce saying that.
Oh,
Yeah. So does now is she talking about your dad?
my dad. Yeah,
He plays with you too.
He did a live video on my Facebook page the other night where Dad got to sit in and do some stuff with me. So
I need to check that out.
He was my inspiration on learning how to play, and he taught me all of my basic guitar stuff, and he's where my traditional country comes into play.
Oh, okay. So your dad was the biggest influence on you on the country side, and then you just kind of gravitated toward the rock.
I did.
Yeah.
The radio was my biggest influence on the rock side.
Yeah.
So
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. It's cool though that you didn't choose one over the other. You just sort of stuck them together.
just kind of meld them.
Yeah.
And I love traditional country music. Don't get me wrong. And I still like to go back and play a lot of that stuff, because you can't go wrong with a traditional country song. I mean,
No,
that
of
kind of
course
rock.
not. Yeah.
But I love rocking out too, though. So
And
Gotta put 'em
the
together.
cool thing about country is there's a place for both.
right,
Yeah, you can go as far either way as you want to go, and they'll still play it on the radio if it's good.
right, especially these days. So
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I mean, I like it
Right.
because I can listen to a station and I can hear, I could hear you one day,
Yeah,
hopefully,
me
and
too.
then right afterwards I could hear Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and there's always room for that, and it makes me. I don't know. I like the variety.
Variety is very good
Yeah.
because after you hear the same thing so many times, it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top 40 stations drive me crazy.
right? Because it's
Yeah,
always
they
the same
do.
freaking songs over and over again.
Yep.
And they get on that loop, and you'll hear it about every hour and a half. You'll hear the exact same songs. It's just
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
Yeah, sometimes twice an hour if it's big, and I just
Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah.
And-
And I just don't even get into that, so I have no desire.
Yeah, and you guys, people like you are so inspiring because you in all of your free time, you get out there and you write your music. You a lot of times you'll take money out of your own pocket to produce it and to make it happen, and it's just inspiring, and it's all good and it's different.
That's it, man. Everything that I do, everything I think as most independent artists, is all on our own. I don't have anybody backing me. Everything that I have is something I've worked for, from T-shirts to music, to the EP, to getting them pressed and produced and mixed and mastered. I mean, all that's just out of me. That's me. And I knew going ahead of time that it's a losing battle sometimes, and you just have to be willing to take that risk and just make it happen if you really want it bad enough. So, and I did, and that's what we did. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
but I love it. I wouldn't change it.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the bottom line, isn't it? I mean,
It is.
what is success to you? I mean, is it playing LP Field, or is it just having those moments where you get to come and write with Craig and make stuff happen?
Yeah, success is not what is not what I think everybody else is. Success to me is just being able to play music. That's my success, is going online and somebody says, "Man, that was an awesome song." Or I really enjoyed you saying hey to me this morning. That's my success. And I never set out on an adventure to go and be some huge rock star, or country music megastar. I set out to play music, and that's where I'm at, And I luckily enough for me, I'm fortunate enough to say I have people who come on and look forward to hearing me sing, and look forward to new music, and look forward to me saying hello to them and stuff. So that's my success. That's what I've got.
Mm-hmm. It makes me feel cool knowing that we're friends.
Yeah, no, hey,
Yeah.
I'm
makes me-
privileged, man.
I think that was a good answer because I mean,
was
like,
great, yeah.
your answer isn't like
Yeah.
it's like
No,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I wish you could see her facial expression when she's.
Thanks. Yes.
Yes, it is a compliment. I mean, yeah.
So some people in the chat, Jen saying that she loves your live videos. So is that something you do often? Do you put up live videos on your Facebook?
I do. I try to do one at least once a week. You know, it's usually on a Friday evening or so, around 9 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll go on and I'll have some guys throughout the week send me music and say, hey, you know, how about this one? And I'll get 3 or 4 songs and go on and talk to my people. And I call them my people. They're friends to me. But I'll talk and we'll just chat and have a good time. I'll sing a couple songs and then we'll call it a night, you know. And it's every week. So it's really fun.
Well, I need to stalk your page more often.
Yes.
Do it, yeah.
Now, if somebody wants to come and see you live, do you have a schedule up on your website or Facebook or anything?
I do. On my website, you can find it under, I think, show info, and then on my website, you can click on that top little menu bar there. It says tour dates, and it'll have the whole list down through there.
Gotcha. So how often do you get out and play live? Because I know you're busy.
I am. Here lately, I've been playing a lot more than I have in the past. I've just started really trying to push that. So I'd say I'm out sometimes 2 or 3 times a month, and sometimes, you know, once or twice. So it really depends on who I can get to let me come and play for.
Gotcha.
I do all my own booking, and people come to me a lot and ask me if I can come to do things, and then I go to places, and so it really just depends.
Well, you're a popular guy.
Man,
you're just so damn relatable. That's the problem.
I'll tell you what, you got to dust off your shoulders sometimes. No.
Now, when you
know what that means, but whatever.
When you do hit that pinnacle, though, in your career, and say you are asked to play at LP Field or the Grand Ole Opry or someplace like that, can I score some backstage passes? I mean, are we tight enough?
Hey, I want in on this too.
As of right this second, yes. No, I'm joking.
Now things could change, you know.
Absolutely. You know, that's my all-time high. Once I get to the Opry, I think that's, you know, I don't care if I sell out 1 million stadiums. You know, I just want to play on the Grand Ole Opry. That's been a dream of mine since I can remember. And yeah, come hang out with me backstage.
Nice.
My gosh.
Now, I
is this
understand.
Recorded?
Yes, it is recorded, so I've got that. So you can't go back on it. But I was going to give you an out. I'm going to give you one out.
Okay.
If you can only get a couple of backstage passes, I know Mom and Dad is first.
Right.
I get that. But then after that, I'm going to be hacked off at you if I don't get them.
Right.
We're going downtown. This is recorded, so
good.
There's no backing out.
Right.
Now, if you had an opportunity to sit down and have a cup of coffee with anybody, and this could be anybody throughout history, living or dead, doesn't matter who it is, who would it be? You've only got 5 minutes.
Wow, that's a loaded question.
It's tough, man.
Coffee with anybody.
It's tough.
Willie Nelson.
Willie, now would you have coffee in the van?
Probably in the bus.
In the bus, or would you? Because I've heard stories.
Well, and I don't.
Are these stories true?
I don't get into that end of Willie Nelson, but
right.
But just for his knowledge and his where all he's been and his songwriting ability and what all he's done throughout his entire career, and how even today that he's just as relevant as he was, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. That's what I want to know is how do you do it? Teach me your ways, oh wise one.
Yeah, I'll have my. He's like
Yoda.
the Yoda. Yeah, he's like the Yoda of country music.
Right, and that's what. I mean, I'd love to sit down and just pick his brain, just for an hour. Just give me.
Use
guidance.
The force. Use the force.
yeah.
That was a really bad Yoda.
I think his force
really
is a little bit different than my force.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever it takes,
whatever makes Willie, more power to him.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got one more song, and I want to make sure we play it before we run out of time because it flies by, doesn't it? I mean, we've already been hanging out for 44 minutes.
I've been pacing the same spot for like 44 minutes, and I didn't even know it.
Were you a little nervous before you came on? Because I know it's a little intimidating.
It is sometimes. I have a tendency to ramble.
No, it's good. It's when we're talking, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So I have to, but then I stop and I feel like I just cut myself off. I'm like, well, that was too abrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. So, Night We're Gonna Forget. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, have you gotten a lot of good response out of this song, or am I alone on this one?
No, you are not. This is for the people who actually hear the song and hear all three of them. This is probably their favorite, their first choice also. So you're definitely not alone.
Okay. So did you write this one yourself?
We did. Me, Craig, and Jay. We actually wrote all three of these tracks. And this is one that we kind of wanted a upbeat, up-tempo, fun song to do, something for a spring breaky type deal. Mm-hmm. And we wrote the song, and then Jay come out and was like, well, tell me what you think about this. And then this is the final product. And I was like, wow, I never could have imagined that's going to come out of that song that we wrote. So it turned into just an awesome, fun, up-tempo beat.
Yeah, dude, right off the bat. Right off the bat, as soon as I hit play, it's like I'm hooked.
It starts out with that funky, da-da-da, so that's really fun.
It's good. It's good. Okay, so Night We're Gonna Forget, Derek Andrew on the Chris Top program.
Like that bikini, yeah, you string me along. You keep hiding more than you're showing off. Why don't we just dive in, baby? I'm by and forget that guy back home who left you crying. It can't go wrong when it feels this right. You're hard enough to melt these Coronas on ice. One shot, two shots, do it again. If we do this right, we'll have a night that we're gonna forget. Killing margaritas and it's only noon. Got me seeing twice the beautiful, staring at you. We've both been broken hearted, line up the Bacardi. We're fixing to turn this beach into a party. It can't go wrong when it feels this right. You're hard enough to melt these Coronas on ice. One shot, two shots, do it again. If we do this right, we'll have a night that we're gonna forget. We go together like booze and regret. Tequila and lime, Romeo, Juliet. We're diving in deep, even though we just met. But a good time ain't killed nobody yet. It can't go wrong when it feels this right. You're hot enough to melt these Coronas on ice. One shot, two shots, do it again. If we do this right, we'll have a night that we're gonna forget. It can't go wrong when it feels this right. You're hard enough to melt these Coronas on ice. One shot, two shots, do it again. If we do this right, we'll have a night that we're gonna forget. It can't go wrong when it feels this right. You're hard enough to melt these Coronas on ice. One shot, two shots, do it again. If we do this right, we'll have a night that we're gonna forget.
All right, so the comments in the chat, such a fun, feel-good tune. This is my first listen. This is so much fun. Take me to the lake. Just some good positive comments. And also, we've got, was it Stacy, I think, in Kansas is listening. So,
Hey, Stacy, out in Kansas. Thanks for listening.
yeah, so you got people all over the United States and Canada, as far as I know, and it'll probably be
Yeah.
other places too.
All around the world.
Yeah, we got a lot of plays on, they'll go back and listen like over the next couple of days, just all around the world. So it's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Even in Egypt, I saw that we have
We've got a few
statistics in Egypt.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You know what? I walk like an Egyptian.
Do you? That's
I
good.
did.
Walk like an
That's good. You should remake that song.
I promise I'll never say that again.
Josh says this is a great interview. Music, what a great way to pass the time at work.
Thank you, Josh.
And you're welcome, Helen. It was an absolute pleasure meeting your son a couple of months ago at BB King's in Nashville. So I'm hoping I'll get to meet his whole family maybe during the CMA Fest.
Absolutely.
So that'll be fun. We talked about during the break about your daughter maybe doing some red carpet pictures,
Yeah.
hamming it up a little bit.
She'll ham it.
That kind of thing.
What does that
If
mean?
not, then we'll actually put
Hamming it
ham
up.
on her.
Yes, we could. We could just
heard
have her
that
hold
saying.
a country ham.
It's going to work one way or the other.
Well, thank you so much, Derek. And
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and well, it's just a pleasure having you. And then if I want to one more time, follow you on Twitter, where do I find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Derek A Music.
Okay.
At Twitter, and my Instagram is Derek Andrew Music.
Now, what's your favorite social network?
I'm horrible at Twitter, so
Okay.
Facebook is probably my first, and then Instagram is probably my second.
Gotcha.
My
Now,
second best,
and if somebody goes to your website, you have links to everything on that?
I do. You can find all of my social media links from DerekAndrewMusic.com.
Gotcha. Okay, well that sounds great. This was fun.
It was.
I did. I had a good time.
Dude, this was
you.
fun. I love your stuff. I absolutely love your
Thank
stuff.
you.
And
I really appreciate
It's
it.
badass battles.
yeah, and in case you just tuned in, make sure you go back and listen to the beginning of the show because we played 3 songs all together, and we felt really special because we got to meet Derek a few months ago at BB King's.
Legit.
Yeah, and we got like a little private concert. It was so much fun. So go back and listen to this stuff. Make sure you support Derek by following him on his social networks. Make sure you buy his music.
Or else.
Or else.
Or else.
Yeah. Or if he's giving it away, then they can just grab it. I mean, if that's the case.
Even then,
we
I'm
can buy
still
it,
going to
though.
have my eyes on them.
But thank y'all so much for listening. I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted, because there's a million other things you could be doing, but guess what? You chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty darn good. So until we broadcast again, remember this, life is good. We're gone.
Pretty.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time